Hey everybody, guess what? We're back. This is Africa is Next podcast. Thanks to everybody who's been checking out this channel since its inception. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, we've been rocking it with these guys for quite a while on this particular podcast. I'm not alone as usual. I'm with Buckmeister Cool uh, from Master Geek Media and
He's
Bus.
in the shadow realm. Just give it a few minutes.
Definitely in the
No, no,
shadow.
no. I'm here, but I'm
Yeah.
without lights. They
Yeah,
have stolen my robot soul, so I can't appear yet.
hence, the load shedding means the shadow realm in this case.
Yeah, my AI is missing.
And we have the two co-hosts of Nerdgasm from KC Media, which is Pila Masetti and Tebel Lokhala. Uh,
Hello.
yes, we are South Africans, number one, and number two, yes, we are geeks. We do know what the hell we're talking about. So you are not, you didn't come across this thing,
Katakoi.
you didn't come across this thing for, for,
Yeah.
this is not a prank.
Somebody woke up and chose violence today.
We actually know what we're talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
Kakatakoi kono ya rose.
So yeah, today we're gonna be doing another filler episode. In case you maybe wanted to
Catch up on Bleach.
catch up on Bleach, no, not today. We're just
Does
gonna
it
be
frustrate you? Does it make you feel angry?
we're just gonna be doing Pluto.
Cheme. I'm just whipping out all my anime weeaboo
No.
Japanese.
Let me do my dramatic side eye. Does it frustrate you?
Yeah.
Hey, you feel regret, anger,
You know what
frustration at
he
this
needs?
thing
He needs like
called
the
a
pain
filler
music that
arc.
ho 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 ho. The world shall
Frustration,
know pain.
Oh my gosh.
frustration jutsu. Anyway,
Shinra Tensei.
so we're just gonna be doing Pluto. Pluto came out recently. So Pluto is a total of 8 episodes, which are basically more than 45 minutes each. So it's quite long.
45 to an hour.
Yeah, 45 to an hour. And basically, Pluto is an anime adaptation of a manga that came out in the early 2000s from a guy called Naoki
Oh,
Urasawa.
this is that old.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, yeah, it does have a. I mean, my brother did
It,
say that it does have an old anime art style, so I guess. But like,
Right.
I didn't figure 2000s. I figured way later than that.
Yes. So yeah, Naoki Urasawa basically is a mangaka. He's done
Mhm.
work such as 20th Century Boys, 21st Century Boys, Monster. He was involved in what's that one? I'm forgetting it now. But anyway, yeah. So those are some of the projects that he's worked on. He also has a series called Mamben. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mamben, where he goes around talking to other mangaka who have done other things, like Roichi Ikegami, who did something called Sanctuary and has been working with a man called Brozen or Shofu Mimura. So yeah, it's I highly recommend people to watch Mamben. It's really good.
Mr. Extraordin has like a black belt in nerddom. I thought I was a
Yeah.
Jesus.
What do
oh
they
no.
do? They
No,
just hang out. Like
no,
what kind of
Um,
I think we need to identify that each one of us have got our four different niches. I have specific memories of scenes or awesome moments back in the back of my head. When it comes to trivia, Mr. Extraordinary is your man.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's your special. Yeah, you were saying you don't have a speciality. Like you knowing all of these guys. Like, bro, you saying names I've never heard on this
Mm.
list. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's true. Yeah, but yeah, just to uh yeah, wrap it up. So basically, this guy has a tendency of doing two series at the same time, right? I mean, he was hospitalized at a
Wild.
point because like yeah, he's just one of those guys. He like for instance,
ADHD.
he came up with
Hey,
he
not
came
to
up
go on a tangent. Sorry, not to go on a tangent. But did you guys hear about the strike in Japan where the people are just like, nah?
the animation
Yeah,
studio.
apparently the animation studios people are walking out now, and some of the
Yeah,
Oh.
mangaka are like, mm-mm.
isn't that what's happening with Studio Mappa? Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, Studio Mappa. Apparently, everybody was like, "No, we going home to our families now. We're tired of living in this basement."
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have
So
to make a
don't
disclaimer like
hospitalize yourself, please.
I'm gonna have to make disclaimers like we did with the whole writer strike back in the Asuka days.
I guess so. If we cover
Yeah.
JJK,
You are very good with that. So please take it away.
I don't know. We are in full support of the workers' strike, whatever the strike is. I haven't done my research. I need to do my research so make these disclaimers work. But if it's for people to rest and have a life, I'm in full support. Our comments and commentaries are in no means in support of any of these super companies that are working their employees to death. We are in solidarity right now, and we are talking about what we love because it's what we love. Disclaimer out.
freestyle disclaimer.
The three of us fully support what he just said right now. But yeah,
Sorry, Mr. Jordan, you were saying?
no problem. Just to cut it short, basically, I'll give an example. Naoki Urasawa is such a genius that, okay, he can also sing, by the way, but he's such a genius that he was in his bathtub, right? And then he was watching the news, and then he heard a speech. I don't know from which president, from which country, but as he was listening to the speech, he heard the line, as we embark into the 20th century, and that's how he came up with 20th century boys. And he's well known for creating iconic villains. Like his villains are so complex and so interesting. That's why some people love Monster. They love Monster because of the villain called Johan. But in 20th century folks, in 20th century boys, there's a villain called Friend, who was like a cult leader, and is very, very interesting. So anyway, Pluto is based on a chapter from Osamu Tezuka's old manga called Atom, or Astro Boy, translated into American. So there was a chapter there called The Greatest Robot on Earth. So basically, Naoki Urasawa read that chapter when he was a kid, and he was inspired by it. And he also says that Osamu Tezuka's work is really, really dark. Even though it's meant for shonen, it's meant for kids, but if you really think about it, it's not shonen. This is why this anime is so serious, and it's not a shonen type of anime. It's very dark. It's very adult themed. So yeah, let's just get into it.
And I want, okay, maybe I'm not tangenting anything, but I just wanted to. You can see how this is actually an anime.
Okay, please.
Because the first thing I did was like I watched the first 20 seconds and they was commenting about the fight. I'm thinking, this dialogue doesn't add up. Hold on. Then I'm like, okay, audio in Japanese. Nanda Korea. I'm like, yes. Yes.
You know what's interesting? I actually preferred the English dub on this one.
Backmeister for the win.
Okay, it's not my channel, so I can't play a Hero Force in this in this moment.
Yeah.
You were my brother, Devilo.
But I'm enjoying the Japanese dub. It's so
No,
refreshing.
you know what I think it is though. I think it's just I've heard these voices before. Like the Japanese dub is not bad, but it's like I feel like I've heard a lot of these voice actors before, and it's just like I thought there was a lot more variety with the English dub. It felt like it was a lot more like the old men. A lot of them sounded a lot very similar in the Japanese dub, and I was just like, I want to like because the English dub is not bad. I think it's actually pretty good. Also, shout out to Keith David for Dr. Tenma. He did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So I thought they all did a great performance in the English dub.
Keith David has never sucked in any animated project, to be honest. The voice
on a point of just to disclaimer here, I'm not saying that the English dub is bad. This is by no means a bleach. It's very good English dub. I'm just saying I found the fact that the dialogue and what they're saying fits in the sentence frame for me in Japanese sold it for me. It's like, oh, okay, this I can call anime. Remember we were busy arguing last week about
Blue-Eyed Samurai,
whether it's anime or not.
Right.
And right now, what I'm feeling like, it's like the guys from the guys who made this series and the guys who made Blue-Eyed Samurai are busy making opinions of what they think about Europe and Japan at the same time.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
It actually took the studio 4 years to complete this project.
No, it shows. It shows the art style.
I still think I could have used a bit more action. Like I get that Naoki Urasawa. How do you say his name? Sorry,
Urasawa.
I missed Urasawa.
Yeah.
Urasawa Sensei.
Yes.
What sorry in Japanese? I'm a gomen. There we go.
Komendasai.
Urasawa Sensei. But like I think I could have used just a bit more action. I would have liked to seen the robot because like they talk about these robots and their capabilities. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. I mean, of course, in the first episode, and I know we're not there yet, but you know, Gizik gets his swaggiest walk when he like when you start realizing there's something up with this guy where he just starts walking different, and you're just like, hey man, what's Alango? Because I thought this guy was a regular person. I didn't.
With a wife having PTSD flashbacks, and I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be iRobot all over again. Jiggy jiggy. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, like, I want to walk like that now. That was like a JoJo Stan walk.
Okay, let's basically get into it. So the story starts with a fire. I've basically developed smoking at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes. You were saying the entire?
An entire mountain is in flames.
Yeah. And firefighters are going there. They're trying obviously to,
Yeah, it's the typical, first I thought this would be like a flashback or something like, oh no, what's happened? Something terrible. Then to think, oh, it's actually happening live. And
yes.
then, so there's this big, fancy, cute robot that everybody called Mont Blanc.
Yes. Isn't that a name of a pen?
Yeah?
Isn't it a champagne?
Mont Blanc?
No, Sauvignon Blanc is the name of the champagne.
Yeah. No, it's
no,
there's other Blancs, but
oh yeah, that's not Blancs. But Blanc means white, and Mont Blanc just means white mountain.
Oh,
okay. French. Ding. I tried to learn French when I was in high school. Funny, I know more. I know more Japanese words than I know French.
And ladies and gentlemen, Tebelo Kala is like a spy on the side. He does this in his off time. Finished assassinating presidents.
I can neither confirm nor deny for the sake of
like a true spy.
For the sake of my co-host, I'm gonna just say no. Oh look, even the lights went off. No, of course not. I'm just a regular ass guy.
Mont Blanc is basically considered to be like a gentle giant. He is more like a nature-based. He loves nature, kind of like Android 16 in Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, and he's the first one to basically die, and his creator, is weeping, comes out and says, this is not a suicide. This person is definitely killed by someone. He's weeping there and all of that. And that's where the mystery starts, right? Because basically there's something called the international robot laws, which basically, I guess you could say, it's kind of like the Slokovia Awards in the sense that, robots are not allowed to do certain things, right? And killing of them.
For me, like I said, iRobot, the 3 robot laws, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, we've got that.
I mean, again, I don't need, for me, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, actually. Keep going.
I was saying, I also, at the beginning, I had that feeling like, oh, it's iRobot 2.0. Maybe they've done a better version of telling the story. So robots aren't allowed to kill. Oh, there's a killer robot out there. Oh, look, I'm sure this is a robot hating cop like Will Smith. Okay, we talk about Will Smith a lot in our channels. Have you noticed?
I've noticed.
He's been in the media.
Yeah, jiggy with it. No.
No, but
I think it's
at this rate, people might think that I might have a crush on him. I don't, guys. No.
I think it's the rules you're referring to. I think they Asimov's 3 rules, because I know he's like a prolific sci-fi writer. Also wrote about robots.
Yes.
Who's that?
I think, is it Robert Asimov? I might be butchering the first name, but I know his last name is Asimov.
Okay.
And he basically wrote like sci-fi robot stories, and
I
guess these rules have carried on through other people's fiction.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
No, please go ahead. You wanted to say something?
I mean, for me, again, I don't know. I'm kind of over the allegories of everything. Like, just in general, like, even if it's not robot allegories, like, I'm kind of tired of, like, okay, these elves are the prosecuted elves, and they're the ones that it's like I get that fantasy is used for that, but I'm like, with this robot thing, I think I've seen it a lot. Not that this is bad, not at all. I don't think this is bad at all. I would say objectively, I think this is better than something like Blue-Eyed Samurai. just
Oh,
because I think the
iRobot,
narrative,
fight me.
yeah, because I think the narrative is way tighter in this and all of that stuff. And like one thing does lead to another, whereas like Blue-Eyed Samurai has like the habit of dropping stuff kind of halfway sometimes and everything. But like, yeah, I think the whole allegory thing, like after Detroit Be Human, the video game, and after like, iRobot and all of those things, I'm like, do we really need more allegories for like human interactions anymore? And the other thing is like, can everybody who's developing AI just watch this and stop developing AI? Maybe let's just no. Like, I think no.
What do you think the robots are an allegory for specifically in this show?
Yeah, it's persecution, it's human relations of like hatred and why would you keep this particular person down, or why would you take this particular person's right away? What makes a human? What makes the difference between a robot and a human? Like it's hitting a lot of those beats for me, where I'm just like, yeah,
it's kind of like X-Men, you could say, in a sense that
Yeah, because these robots are very interactive. Like, it's there's no finite to think, well, okay, robots have relationships, robots
they have
have
jobs, they have
they,
apartments.
they have husbands and wives. I can imagine what the economy must be looking like for all these humans. Imagine if now we've got a never tiring workforce that is they can appear perfectly human, just like we do, and they'll never complain or tire about the workload or anything like that. I'm trying to think what the economy must be looking like. Maybe some guys have watched the future episodes of Nosua will get answers. I haven't seen them yet. But wow, the foreshadowing is scary right now. It's like, wow.
Yeah, and I just want to say something quickly. So the manga originally ran from 2003 until 2009. And then
6 years.
Pardon?
I'm saying about 6 years then.
Yeah.
Pretty good run.
And it's amazing that they fit all of this into 8 episodes. I mean, okay, that the runtime makes sense, but still, if we have anime that's way longer than this, with manga chapters that are way shorter than this. I'm sure.
Looking at you, Attack on Titan.
So I'm sure they got rid of the fluff and stuff.
I will not be the Attack on Titan defender here. I'm tired of it. Don't you talk about that show.
What show? I've never heard of it in my entire life.
But yeah, I guess the mystery, well, let's say the scene basically ends with the main character who wakes up. This is Gesicht, right? He was basically...
Is he the main character? I don't know. I feel like he gets the most screen time, but like I don't think this is told with like a main character narrative. It feels like the world is more the main character than like a specific character.
Well, he is the point of view character that you get to see for most of the first episode per se, because we get introduced to that world through his eyes, and that's why I call him a point of view character. We can't say he's the protagonist right now, or anything like that. What we see is we have a world. There's robots, which for some reason are fascinated in sharing each other's memory disks. I sometimes felt like, is this an allegory for sex? Damn, bro. Stop saying
I can't say for sure, but like from watching Monster, I would definitely think the detective is the protagonist, because I've got a funny feeling it starts off slow. We're still setting up the world. We're setting up the players.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the story is gonna kick in. I can't say for sure. I mean, I've only watched the
first episode. I know why Bike Master is saying what he's saying, because he watched the whole thing. And so have
but I'm even saying from like the first 2 episodes, like he doesn't give off like protagonist energy. It doesn't feel like he's like as much as he's the point of view character, you don't spend a lot of time in his head. You kind of spend a lot of time in the world around him.
Which is a nice angle, because I'm sick and tired of those type of narrative, those type of I call them like I forgot the type. It's a writing technique, like
protagonist.
It's a writing technique. Like when
I've been having
not to quote a terrible book. Oh yeah, you're saying before I interrupt you.
Also, I was just saying that that I've always had an issue with Naruto being called Naruto. Because,
Yeah.
like, you're basically limiting the potential of your story by calling it the name of your main character. You know,
I don't know, but like if we look at something like Blue-Eyed Samurai for a sec, like
Mhm.
you know that they're talking about Mizu, and you know that Mizu is like the main character. You know everything is going to be told through her in the story, and I think it's just like it's a preference thing. Like because
yeah,
I do prefer spending time with a singular character and getting invested in their story type of thing. I mean, this again, not terrible in the slightest. But it's
I,
also it's
I,
that thing of like it's that thing of like Game of Thrones where like I may pick a character to invest in, and then it's like because it's not focused through their eyes, I'm like, yeah, I don't have that guy for long.
Mhm.
Mm.
No, the story technique I was talking about is like a narrative, like a first person narrative or something like that. I forgot the
Oh,
terminology. They used it a lot to
oh,
writing the writing. It's like I walked over to that person and I spoke to Jasper and he said this and this. So basically, you are the POV character in the book, where the books from even a few decades before, it was basically that character out there. You are watching this world, so you're like above this. You are you are the fourth wall, basically watching this story unfold. So I'm liking this because I'm the fourth wall right now. I can see different acts of different character arcs and stuff, but I'm not necessarily watching this. I'm not necessarily inside the one robot detective
I get
watching everything from his perspective, because then
it.
for me it limits my perspective on things.
The two books I can think about that are talking about what you were talking about regarding the
Yeah.
POV, first person narrative, is Great
Yeah.
Gatsby with Nick Carraway, and the second one is A Study in Scarlet that introduces Sherlock Holmes for the first time, where we're actually learning who Sherlock Holmes is from Watson's point of view. So I
It's
do.
also they also do it a lot in books like Bram Stoker's Dracula as well, because it's basically a compendium of little articles from people's perspectives. You don't see, oh, I am Dracula, I'm doing this. So it's
I
like, oh,
mean,
I met
not
Count
to
Dracula here.
not to like go on another tangent, but like I think it was like in Batman Tales of the Dark Knight, it was like an animated movie thing. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys saw that.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they do that as well in
Oh,
there,
yeah.
where Batman like appears bigger in people's eyes than he is, and all of that stuff. And
Some people think he's
I
a
think there's only
robot.
one. I think there's only one shot. There's only one like in the one shots where it tells it from Batman's perspective, something about pain or whatever when he's going through his training and
Is
something.
it
I
not
think that's the only one.
Gotham by Night? I think Batman Gotham
No,
by Night.
not Gotham by Night. It's I think it's Tales of Gotham or Tales of the
Yeah,
Batman
it
or
was
something.
some anime-esque type.
No, no, I remember it very well.
Yeah.
And I know the one you're talking about, those skateboarding kids, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we've
And
got
then
that.
also there's the policeman and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
The
So
other one that
Batman
they
is on
did,
fire at
the
the end.
other one where they did it was also, I believe, um, the one with the smiley face with the eyes. What's the name of that movie?
The smiley face with three eyes.
I keep on imagining that big blue guy with a penis. What's his name now?
Oh, wow. Is this animated or live action?
It was live action. It was based from
Oh,
a graphic
Watchmen.
novel.
Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Oh,
There you go.
Watchmen.
Oh,
Oh,
blue penis. That's funny.
But that's how I remember.
You mean
I,
I'm
Dr.
calling
Manhattan?
Watchmen blue penis from now on.
Dr.
every
Manhattan.
every time I watch that movie. You know, the sad thing is, I convinced my dad to come watch the movie with me. The
Oh,
way I felt so embarrassed, I was like,
oh no.
You know what? I'm happy you brought that up. I mean, obviously, I don't know the ending yet, but I did think of Watchmen while I was watching this. Because it's got a lot of similarities in terms of deconstructing the genre. It's a
yeah.
detective story, multiple
Right.
perspectives. I was kind of like, oh, Watchmen, but with
We've looped.
robots.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
looped
And
back.
even
Yay.
even Mont Blanc is basically
Miss Dr. Manhattan.
is
no, he's the
no, he's like
comedian, I
comedian.
guess.
Yeah, he's the
Oh
Because
yeah.
it starts
comedian,
with
but like a
his
way
death.
better,
The
way
first
better
person who
reputation.
dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. No, I get you.
So
And you could say we do have an Ozymandias here, but yeah. Anyway. Um.
I
So
don't think he was Ozymandias. But anyway.
We'll find out. Stop spoiling
Yeah,
things
that's
for us, my young
find out
man.
next time.
Find out
So,
in the next episode of.
going back to the story, yeah, like we said, Gazint is waking up, seems to have dreams, you know. Um, we he then discovers that okay, Mont Blanc is dead, and he's basically investigated. There's another case that he's busy with, actually.
Yeah, he finds that there's a murder. Some lady, I don't know if it's a lady or a guy. Poor thing, dead.
Was an advocate of those robot laws, basically.
No, well, apparently, like what he's doing is like it's like kind of following a trend because like Mont Blanc was like beloved by
Yes.
everybody, and he
Yes.
was like one of the world's most favorite robots and all of that stuff.
Literally
And
stopped a war, caused people to stop fighting without any bloodshed. It's like, how?
Yeah.
Did you drug them? I was thinking at that point, like, I think we need a Mont Blanc right now, because what's happening in a certain country right now, I will not name because this video might be taken down. They certainly need a lot of peace.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then also like what's this? And then the guy who also gets killed is like an advocate for robot rights. So it seems like it's correlated in a sense that like whoever's doing these things to the robots is also doing these things to robot advocates.
Yes.
All of that stuff.
And what I also like is like you can see that this guy also deduces things like a machine, you know, because only a machine would think, this could be a machine that kills. I need data from the only other machine that kills I can think of. Oh, it's over there.
Which is sort of like a Silence of the Lambs. Well, I've never really watched the movie, but for me,
I haven't watched the movie, but like I know the reference. It's always like when they like in the Batman they did it when Batman goes to go talk to Joker, even though they deleted the scene and all of that stuff. Yeah.
So basically, he goes to see a robot that killed someone 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And this robot basically, obviously, it's an AI, and basically the people tried to figure out why it did this. They analyzed it. They tried to figure out if there's a malfunction, and there was nothing. They couldn't find anything. And this robot is proud to say that to the detective. Look,
like you must be. They are so terrified. They don't. And they're too scared to even kill me right now. It's like, wow, so proud.
Yeah, didn't they put like a tank in front of him in case something happens?
Yeah, and they stabbed him. And I'm just like, also, this is red flag number one. Don't make these things. Everybody that's busy with AI now, no. Like, I think we could.
Microsoft just hired the guy from, I think, OpenAI to develop AI. So thanks, Bill Gates.
Because he got fired from the company because he told everyone, we need to regulate this shit. It's going to go crazy real fast. And then you're fired. And then Microsoft was like,
yeah. Weird.
No, but I'm just saying every piece of sci-fi media. I can't remember one like piece of sci-fi media where this goes well. I don't know one.
Her works out pretty well.
What happens in Her?
He basically, well, it doesn't actually end up the greatest. So he basically dates his robot companion, and then she dumps him.
Okay, that's
really good movie.
How is that better?
Yeah, they don't take over the world. She just dumps him and then hooks up with another AI because she's like, nigga, you boring.
yeah. Now we should look up the term.
You know, it would be interesting if that is actually the prequel to the Joker. You're like, oh, Joaquin Phoenix was done.
Wait,